Hello survivors, and welcome to another video. We are on episode 3 of our Overlord series. Today we are playing on the Pyromancer. I guess this is one we never ever thought we would be seeing. I really thought Pyromancer was weak, but we actually aren't that weak. Runes, Endless, Refill, Reroll Mastery, Weapon Expert, multicast mastery, divine legacy, improved repertory, and sure-footed for the less damage. Divine legacy is a big one over here. We've tried a whole bunch of different combinations. We've actually done really well with this combination, and then my power cut. Unfortunately, I don't have a UPS. I don't usually have these problems, so the fact that it happened was really bad. Maybe I need to look at getting one. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Also, if you enjoy the content, please also remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I do have a Patreon as well. Thank you to the members of the community that are already on the Patreon. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, so let's get on with this build. The focus is going to be on chaos and fire, because chaotic eruption deals damage based on the number of stacks of burns, so it just makes sense for the Pyromancer to focus on burns. We're going to banish Leviathan. We are going to get rid of like nearly everything, but to start we do kind of keep those skills. We take Flame Weave because it deals an area of effect damage as well as Shattered, which will come in handy for us. And then over here we're going to grab ourselves some life. The multicast on Chaos Eruption is beautiful, and then another bread and butter skill is Flamethrower. So Flamethrower, Chaotic Inferno are going to be our main skills that are going to be applying the negative effects or the burn for us. It just makes a lot of sense. Dealing burn every 0.25 seconds is like having the skill already on a what's the wording I'm looking for, on a scent of blood. And I mean, it's 0.05 seconds off of what scent of blood could get you on any other skill, and the fact that we can apply that much burn is fantastic. So that is great. If we can get another dodge, that would be fantastic as well. But we're going to see just how much damage, or you know, how quickly we can kill everything over here. We want movement speed, and let's see, come on, give me some of the skills. We're going to grab a firewall just in the beginning, just so we've got the skill, but we're not going to really look at grabbing a lot of things for it, because we are most likely going to be replacing it. And then we are looking for Arcane Beam as well as Bloodlust. So there's Bloodlust. We now just need to find ourselves the Arcane Beam. There's our Arcane Beam, you know, just ask and the game gives you. And then we also get our Fire to Chaotic, which is beautiful. So we set up Fire Bolt instead of Flame Wall is much better, well, visually one, but also just because it's going to apply more weakness. And the reason I'm saying this is I have tested it. Although Firewall does apply more weakness stacks at once, it does require the enemy to walk through it multiple times. So not just stand in it, they do actually have to, you know, walk through or into the firewall multiple times in order to get that damage off, as well as the weakness. So we don't run it anymore. We run Firebolt just so that we get more weakness stacks, but in the end of it we don't actually need that at all. What you could do instead is grab yourself, instead of reroll mastery, you can grab yourself Unexpected Arsenal. It is going to like bloat up your skill choices a little bit, but you go for that, and then you are able to grab yourself things like what's the wording I'm looking for, a Fire Slash. And Fire Slash is then going to be a lot stronger because it gives you haste as well. So we're looking for the Empowering Fire and the Chaos, I think it's called Chaos Power or something like that. Those are going to allow us to get the crit chance, the damage, and all of the necessary upgrades that we need. There's Firebolt, so that's fantastic. And then we can lock our skills, and we're not going to worry about the multicast there. We are going to go though for the Fire to Chaos and the Chaos to Fire. That is beautiful. And now we should be in a very strong spot. So you can see already just how quickly we're killing the bosses. Fantastic. And we've got 5 more upgrades to go. Over here we're going to lock the damage. Damage more important than the the, what was that happened over there? I can't even think about words right now. Alright, critical strike is fine. Multicast is what we saw. We're going to get a lot of multicast from the fire empowerment upgrades and things like that as well. So we're not too worried about multicast as a stat for skills. Unfortunately, we can't banish absolutely everything, so we do have to just be careful of what we do decide to banish and what we do from there. And then we do have quite a high visibility. We will move it down to 20% as we start going into the Overlord cycles. Now, this is quite a dangerous one. You do want to get a little bit of life. I did say we're focusing on our damage as well as cast frequency. Multicast and things like that do come. The damage is only on chaos because we want the damage upgrade for bloodlust to get the cast frequency and movement speed. Once we have those, we can banish movement speed as well as cast frequency as soon as we get our bloodlust up to permanently on. This is beautiful as well, again grabbing ourselves so it's chaotic boost. And then we're going to grab this, of course, because it's legendary. We have to do that. Grab a bit of movement speed, again merciless, because there's no way for us to get crit damage other than merciless on this build. We're not worried about the critical damage for Wraithful Focus. We will grab more of the upgrades that allow us to get our ascension faster, but otherwise no burn damage, nothing like that. Just focusing on damage, life, and other upgrades that are going to help us to be stronger. Magnetic over there because we didn't really have anything else. We could have gone and re-rolled over there. We're going to have a lot of re-rolls, so re-rolling when you don't have anything that's amazing is going to be good. Applying burns over there, that's fantastic as well. Multicast on our flamethrowers is going to be beautiful, and the fact that we have Divine Legacy is going to help us to see some of those really juicy upgrades that we are going to be looking for. Hopefully on physical, so physical damage, that's going to be for our bloodlust as well as onto our chaotic eruption, because it is a physical damage spell, not magical. So we do have to keep that in mind as well. There we go, bosses are dead. So we are actually relatively slow right now, which isn't the greatest. I don't want duration. It's going to take a lot of... we're going to grab one, because the duration is quite important. Alright, we can reroll over here. All attacks applied disarray, and then damage on chaotic eruption. Fantastic. And then having shattered on our flame wave is really good. It does help once we get to about Overlord 5 and 6, because that's when the enemies start getting quite a bit of armor as well as armor reduction. I mean, we get armor reduction, so we might have to by then start looking at getting block and armor. Otherwise we're really going to get hit hard, and we don't want that. But as long as we stack health, we can take 1 or 2 hits and we should be okay. But we need to eventually get armor and block, or at least armor, just so that we don't take that extra damage block. Even if we do get hits, it's fine, but as long as we don't take a killer blow like we would with 0 armor. Alright, cast frequency over there. Fire to arcane, we're not really worried too much about, so I'm actually going to grab the Wraithful Focus over there. We're going to grab the movement speed, Wraithful Focus again, because again, like I mentioned, that's going to allow us to get more stacks or get our ascension a lot quicker. And that's like having an 8th skill now, which is going to be applying the fire, which we otherwise wouldn't have. So it makes sense to stack it. It just means a lot more fire damage coming out, as well as fire coming out for our skills. Alright, I think our limiting factor right now is cast frequency. We do need to just get more of that for everything. And then we also need a bit of a magnetic. So these next upgrades are going to be legendary. Let's see what we get. There we go. We get the damage for magical, which isn't really what we're looking for. And then I think we can go and grab the multicast as well. This one's also really good, but we're already on quite a high amount of multicast, so we're not too worried about that just yet. But go and grab that over there. Alright, we don't have nearly enough stacks of the burning either, so we do need to focus on that a bit. There's crit chance for all of our chaos skills, fantastic. We need to get the burn crit, chance to burn on crit as well to add even more burning stacks. And then just run around over here, make sure we don't take unnecessary damage. We have our Ascension up again, which is why we grab the upgrades to the Ascension, wherever that is over there. We're again looking for about 50%, and then that's going to be a good amount for the Overlord cycles as well. Alright, cast frequency is what we need, so we are going to grab some of that until we get a little bit more. Area of effect, like I mentioned, isn't that great, so we're not going to worry about it. We'll grab the magnetic, which is levels, which is a lot more important, and that's going to be helpful for us. And we're just zooming over here, trying to be as fast as possible, not really wasting time in levels, grabbing what I know is going to be good at a glance. Sometimes I'll miss it. Over there we did take a good look at things, but you can definitely get a 7-minute time on this build. I've done it before. It's just RNG as well as to what upgrades you're getting and how much burn stacking you've got. So if you focus purely on the burn stacking, I think you're going to land up doing a whack ton of damage, where over here we haven't really focused on it too much and we've been pretty unlucky with some of our upgrades. But you can see just how much damage we actually land up doing over there when we focus on the bosses. So we do need to go and get this tower now. We might as well destroy all of the others since we're up here. Just makes sense to deal with them while you can. Otherwise we're trying to zoom through this, because the faster we can defeat all of the bosses, the easier the rest of the Overlord cycles will be. That's just how the game works. It's off time. The faster you are, the less HP enemies and bosses are going to have. So you want to try and be as quick as possible. Oh, a juicy magnetic and then a little bit of movement speed. We still haven't seen, I think I locked the skills. Oh no, I never locked I did lock the skills because we don't have the fire slash. I was like, where's my fire slash? Why don't I have it yet? Meantime, we can't actually get it on this build. Alright, so our Ascension is up and available for the next boss fight. We could actually use it now to kind of wean the waves down. It might be a good idea to use it. Let's just do that, see how much quicker we actually kill things. It could be a really good idea to do that. It's also just there to apply a lot of, again, damage done from it as well. If you wanted, you could upgrade the damage and the crit chance on it, but I feel like it's a waste of passives. It's not worth banishing those because it's only 2 passives. It's more worth banishing like crit chance, multicast, as well as the you know, those common stats like the crit chance, cast frequency and things like that. But cast frequency we still need. The others we don't really need as much. Alright, now when we get into Overlord, we do need to be careful of the Fire Incarnation. As he spawns, he does spawn a lot of negative effects with him, so you don't want to run around him as he spawns because you will take damage, especially if your dodge doesn't R-frame at the right moment. Then the fire will deal damage to you, and it's just not cool. So maybe we get one of them now spawning so I can show you what I mean. Unfortunately, no, none of them were the Fire Incarnation, so that's unfortunate. It would have been nice to have been able to show you, but if we do see it, we'll be able to show you then. But yeah, as he spawns with fire on the floor, kind of like this, and it hurts. So you don't really want to have to deal with it, so just be careful or wary of which bosses and where they're spawning. Okay, 9 minutes 43, not bad. It is a lot faster than the build that I was going well, I mean, that's the same build, but the time that I had before my power cut. So that's really good. I think it's about 20 seconds faster, which is still pretty good. Alright, burn stacks, that's beautiful. I love to see it. We still need cast frequency on our the upgrades over there. We don't need damage for fire, so we're actually going to skip that. Damage increase for the lasting is okay because it's going to increase the movement speed as well as the cast frequency on our bloodlust, so we will grab that. It also does help Arcane Beam. Arcane Beam can be the greatest damage dealer as well for the build if you wanted it to be, but we're not too worried about that. We worried about the bloodlust because that gives us movement speed as well. So that's going to help us long term. Right, come on, give me more XP, you juicy elites. There's supposed to be a lot of you. Where's all the XP? As you can see, we are pretty good at killing everything, which is fantastic. That is the point. You know, we don't have to worry about not being able to kill things. I think that was the problem we had again with the Death Knight as well as the Houndmaster. We weren't able to kill the elites fast enough, so it really felt horrible. It felt really dangerous as well. But over here, that's poison. That's not him. I don't see fire, so that's good. We had a Plague Bearer, which we saw. We got a Chaos Bringer who's dead. And you can see just how much damage we do as soon as the Chaotic Eruption goes and hits things. We do need more cast frequency on it though, because as you can see, it's not hitting things as much as we want it to. So we are going to work on that as well. Grabbing that, more potency there. We don't need any of those, so we're actually going to grab this. I'm not worried about the Chaos to Arcane. It's already always up, so it doesn't really matter if we skill chain it. Too much cast frequency on Chaotic Inferno is pretty good. Cast frequency over there, damage over there. Grab a little bit more crit chance. Actually, we don't even need the crit chance anymore because we are getting it from our upgrades. So we can banish crit chance now. Area of effect for Flame Wave is pretty good. There's a multicast chance over there for our Chaotic Boost, which is huge. It gives us a lot of multicast on our fire skills. So there you go. That's why we don't need multicast chance either. And why did I lock on the final thing that is like just so bad? We're going to re-roll over here. Unfortunately, we lose the damage, but we do get this juicy multicast for everything over here. So that's a lot better, I guess. Very unfortunate circumstances over there. Do need to be with Divine Legacy aware of all of your levels that you have, I guess. Something that we've learnt. But at least we got a whack ton of multicast for both sides of the skills, for fire and for the chaotic, as well as for our arcane, because it helps with every skill. I think arcane probably benefits the most out of all of this, because it's neither fire nor chaotic. Alright, we don't need the slow to burn. We've already got disarray on hit, so we're not worried about that either. And there's more fire, so that's beautiful. We could get more magnetic if we really felt like we were missing a lot of the levels. There we had the fire guy spawn. We have two of them spawn. As you can see, the red dots on him. That's what I'm talking about. As he spawns with these fire on the floor, and it really is dangerous. If we run into it, we will take like 200 damage, especially further on down the levels. So we don't really want that to happen. We need to try and stay as far away from them as they spawn as possible, just so that we are able to kill them as quickly as possible and not be in danger of being hit by things like that. But this is going really well. I don't know, let me know down in the comment section which character you'd like to see next. I have been doing some stuff with the Beastmaster, so we can do him if you'd like to see it. But majority of the things is like, I know this is a series and we're trying to be original with a lot of things, but the runes are going to be very common. You're going to see a lot of things. It's either going to be it's always going to either be Divine Legacy or Synergetic. They are very strong. And then sometimes we don't necessarily go improved repertory, because that 15% damage can actually be very, very good. In this case, we could have maybe gone without the firebolt and not used improved repertory. That could have helped us deal even more damage. But you know, it's up to you whether or not you want to use it, or whether or not you want to have the skill to deal more fire burning stacks, or if you want to just do more flat damage. It's really up to you guys to choose what runes you go for. You know, that's endless as to what you can pick. Alright, a lot of cast frequency over there. That's what we like to see. We can go and grab that. Movement speed, we still need it because we don't have enough cast frequency over there. and just grab the overall damage buff for everything up there. We also don't necessarily banish that one until we get a lot of damage. There's no real need to. That increases the damage of every single spell we have, so it just makes sense to keep it. Especially if you pick up a rare option for it, then it makes even more sense to keep it. Alright, Paladin's dead. 3 levels, there we go. More cast frequency, and we don't need anything here, so let's reroll. Damage increase, that's good for our Bloodlust, so we will grab it. I'm just looking for some more cast frequency. Unfortunately, we're just not finding it, especially for our Bloodlust. I would like it to be permanent. But as we're saying that, we actually get the potency and the cast frequency. That's 3 levels, unfortunately, and then hopefully we can finish this before we hit level 100, so we get some locks back. But it looks like we will be able to, because we have to lock again over here. I mean, we don't have to lock for that, but it's nice to. Alright, there we go. All of them are dead again. We do get our chaotic eruption damage going up over there. 165 damage per stack of burn. I think we can get that to be a lot higher. And then once we start getting more skill change, you don't even need your Bloodlust to be max cooldown. The reason for that is you'll see that you actually land up getting a lot of skill chains going off. The fact that we have chaotic as well means that there's a chance that it's going to pick Bloodlust anyway. So we've got a lot of chaotic running off of there. We've got a lot of the skill chain. It's just a lot of damage coming off from everything, and it works really, really well. So over here, multicast is good, empowering is good, but I think we are close to getting the levels, although we could just not use them, so we'll grab that. We're going to grab that. And I think I need to start getting rid of some of those burn passives, because they are showing up a lot of the time. We still need the crit one. We haven't seen any. And then also crit for disarray, which we have seen, I believe. Or maybe that was my other recording, I don't actually know. But I can't remember. I mean, there's been 97 passives since then, so can't expect someone to remember absolutely every single one of them. Alright, what do we have in front of us over here? We've got some dead bosses already. That is nice to see. That's what we love to see. And there we go. So that's not 2 levels that we have to worry about. So we grab some life, and we can then banish the the multicast there, and grab some cast frequency. We're going to grab a little bit of cast frequency now just to get this all the way up, and then have it permanent, although it feels like it's permanent anyway, but just knowing that it is permanent is going to be fantastic. We're already on cycle 2. This is going at a fantastic rate, which is perfect. That's what we need. Let's go. First set of bosses. We still need more upgrades on our Ascension to get it up and running as quickly as possible. But as you can see, boss is just melting. Beautiful to see that happening. We don't want to get caught. Oh, look at that. Talking of them. Maybe we can go for this now. We got multicast for physical, which is great. Damage increase for the magical isn't so important, so we're going to just lock this and grab these two. We did lose out on the cast frequency though, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then grab the that over there. How many rerolls do we have? We have a lot of rerolls. Let's go reroll. Okay. Good chance for chaotic as well as that. That's beautiful. There's our Ascension. Grab that. Hopefully we can find some more cast frequency and not skip them. That would be helpful. Multicast is very good. Come on. And burning attacks. That's also very good. There's the fire on him. I really got to be more careful because that can really hurt us. Luckily with the dodge worked that time, but sometimes it doesn't, and it really does hurt. Cast frequency there, cast frequency for everything. Cast frequency for a flamethrower is also very good because that's probably our main source of burn stacking right now. The chaotic infernal as well as the flamethrower. So having cast frequency as low as possible on those is going to be extremely helpful. Alright, attacks disarray, the amount of concentration, and let's see, we can go for damage here as well and just lock the burn over there. Oh my goodness, he just melted. You love to see it. This is the reason we play this game, ladies and gentlemen. That was so good. Okay, burn, skill chain. I wonder if we can get 100% or even, I wonder if we can get 100%. It will definitely be, we would have to use a lot more rerolls on two things, but I think we definitely need to try that. We'll do it on our next character that we decide to choose. We'll try and get 100% skill chain. I think it's a bit late to try and do that now, but it's definitely going to be something very possible. Over here, we're going to grab the both of these because why not? Oh, I want that cast frequency too. I want cast frequency now, so now we are going to be locking it and stuff because we need that cast frequency. Alright, Chaos Bringer's dead. Kill the Eternal Guardian because I don't like his laser beam. And fantastic, all of them are dead. This one is going beautifully. I don't know, am I doing more damage than we did with bleed? Is bleed a bait? Or is it just easier to apply this? Were the skills better over here because of like flamethrower and chaotic inferno? Is Pyromancer actually good this patch? It feels like he is. Okay, we want the damage. Oh no. I used the lock there and I shouldn't have. Oh wait, this is... Okay, so we don't level up here because we want more locks from the next level. So we're going to go through the portal before we level up because then we get more locks. We are on 125. Quick math means that our next level up is going to be legendaries. So we don't want to waste anything. Hello, game. Can we not hurt me while we're standing in the portal? Hello. Alright, so there's our legendaries. You gotta do it. Gotta make sure. Multicast for magical. Oh, this is... I don't like those options. Okay, that's a fine one to go for. Damage increase is also not the greatest, so we are going to lock this. We reroll again. We're going to lock it again. Reroll. That's much better. So we'll just take the two. I'm not really... We'll take all three. Screw it. There we go. There we go. That's how you get 100% for the skill chain, is by you keep re-rolling and locking them and things like that. And then you're going to land up getting a lot of them. Better to just use two different typings. However, there is something I've noticed, and I need to speak to the developers about it. I noticed that when I was playing on the Beastmaster, we were using Venomous Strike, right? And every time, because it has swing and nature, every time we got a swing to nature or nature to swing, it didn't affect Venomous Strike because it has both typings. So I don't know if that's a bug or if it's intended, or if you have typings that are both typing, you actually at a disadvantage because now you land up with what's the word I'm looking for? You actually land up with skills that aren't going to benefit from those synergy passives, and it actually hurts your build more than helps it. So in my mind, when I looked at the damage of the skills and I saw that it was really low, and I looked that it didn't get any of the bonuses, like some of the skills had nearly 600% multicast, and there the Venomous Strike is sitting on like 100 because it doesn't get the upgrades. So it's just really weird. I don't think it's intended, but it's happening. So that's something we do need to just try and find out if it's meant to happen or not and where to go from there. because it means then those dual skills like Frozen Warhammer doesn't benefit from the Ass to Slam and Slam to Ass, because it has both of those typings. Maybe it's a bug, because Frozen Warhammer does work. I don't know. I'll need to find out. Alright, there's more cast frequency. We do have enough on our what is it, our bloodlust for it to be up permanently now without worrying about it. So when we see cast frequency for it, we can remove it or banish it from the game now as a passive, which is fantastic. Burns now deal more damage. Movement speed, no. We can get rid of our movement speed. We can get rid of cast frequency now as well. So we now need to just focus on the potency for bloodlust, or getting damage for chaotic, or chaos, not chaotic, and that's going to be the ways that we're going to scale our cast frequency as well as our movement speed more. Oops, we got hit there. It's not the end of the world. We just need to make sure we don't get hit again. Okay, we nearly have our next upgrade over there, getting a lot of cast frequency as well. We could banish these. I'm tired of seeing them. Grabbing a bit of area of effect for our flame wave is good. You can just see how the multicast is working with flame wave, especially because of the way that it works. It's easy to see just how much multicast is working for it. I mean, what are we on? 240%. And we are definitely hitting chains of 3 or 4 the majority of the time, which is really, really cool to see. Really fun to have that amount of damage. There's why you need to be careful of him. Unfortunately, we lost a laugh because of that, and we were so close to the end of the level. Why, game, why? Okay, potency, disarray, chaotic. Oof, this is just getting beautiful here. We're nearly at 50% skill chain for both of them. Now, you can't infinitely scale the skill chain. However, skill chain can multi-skill chain. So if you get to about 100 skill chain, then you guaranteed a skill chain. But if you get to about 200%, the same way that crit works, it works for the skill chain. So you can actually multi-skill chain if you get over 100%, but you know, good luck getting to over 100%. Now we really need to be careful of the fire incarnation, because we already got burnt by him. Good pun, good pun. We nearly just got burnt by him again. Oh man, it's difficult to not get hurt by him. So over here we want that and that. Area of effect for chaos we don't need. I guess we can go to like 100% over there, and then we'll start looking at getting rid of the magnetics as well, because it's not like we've been seeing any blue. Ow! You know, that's one of the problems with these builds, is the elite just looks at you and you die. Okay, let's keep going. One more boss. Can we kill him? Yes, we can. Well, I mean, it wasn't one more boss. It was one more boss for that cycle of bosses. No game, why? Okay, we need more potency on bloodlust. Also, this Death Knight needs to die. Because as you can see, he has put a lot of poison everywhere. We got a little bit of healing over there. We have 10 level ups, more burn stacks, get a little bit of that. Multicast is fine, crit's fine. More burning stacks, beautiful, would love to see it. We still need more of the cast frequency there. My butt is clenching right now, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't want to lose another laugh. I might start using the stupid Monkey King's rune that gives us a third laugh. No, no. I knew it was coming. Oh. Okay, that was unfortunate. Oh man. Why you do this to me, game? Okay, we don't need duration on that either, so we just grab more burn. Okay, 5 more levels and we get more legendaries. I've got no locks for them, so I do just need to be careful on when I use my level ups. We do need to kill things before they get their spells off so that we can, you know, not get hit by them. That's a fantastic way of dealing with this. Please no fire, Incarnation. He's like my bane of existence right now in High Overlord. And he's not even a hard kill, it's just because of what he does. Just that fire on the floor, it's like the biggest issue in the game. Alright, we managed to survive there. Fantastic, we got 4 levels so we can use our level ups. We'll grab 1 magnetic, chaotic boost over there. Let's see what else we can grab over here. Multicast for our burst skills, that's perfect. And we just need a little bit more cast frequency on the chaos eruption. Under 1 second I think is a good time. We're on Overlord 5 right now. Can we make it without the lives? I don't know, I hope so. But so this is going to go a lot faster. Again, we just need to make sure that we land up killing the fire Incarnation, or at least staying away from him and not dodging into his fire. So if we can do that, we'll be in a good spot. Just depends. I can't see the difference between all of the bosses, so I don't actually know if he spawns or not, and I won't know. I can't concentrate on their names. So there we go, one spawned. Fantastic, we aren't by his fire, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, all the bosses are dead. Just worry about where we are going. Grab our legendaries over here. We got multicast for physical, which we want to keep. There's our skill chain as well as multicast for everything else. So we'll just grab all of these because why not? I don't have any more banishes, which is unfortunate. I'm just locking everything. Grab ourselves some area of effect over here. Still need more damage for physical because that's going to give us the damage that we need for our bloodlust, which increases our cast frequency as well as movement speed. Ooh, that was scary. Okay, I don't have to worry about focusing on him anymore. It's only one boss. Just run near him and he dies. Okay, let's see. Disarray, crit chance, cast frequency, damage. Do we need more? Don't think so. We can go with the crits. Okay, something hit us there, not the best. There is an Incarnation of fire, I can't see his name, so just be careful of the fire puddles. That is so bad that is the one danger in my entire life for this game, you know, in every single run, that is what's been killing me. And there's nothing you can do about it. If you don't have all that juicy block or healing or any of those kinds of skills, you are going to die to that damage. There's just nothing you can do about it. You can kiss your run goodbye because of him. I don't know why the developers decided to allow him to have a fire puddle as he spawns. Who thought it was a good idea? Huh? Alright, all burns are fine. Yeah, we'll just add more burn per stack. That's a lot of damage. We are doing 200 damage per stack of burn. And then this is it. We just need to beat this, and we completed it at least. Well, at least we need to go to Overlord 6 still. That was, there's so much fire on the floor. He just got summoned. Gosh. Game, don't do this to me. Alright, we made it, ladies and gentlemen, but now can we beat Overlord 6? Whether or not we can is up to the game. It's okay if we don't. We did make it to Overlord 6, which is the point of this, was 28 minutes. It says we'll finish in 31. Let's see if we can do that. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure we can. Let's go and do this. Alright, enemies are dying, which means bosses will be spawning. There we go. As long as there's no fire incarnation, we're good. There is one, but we can see the fire over there. Yeah, they are tanky. Okay, there we go. We killed 2. We need to just keep our attacks on the bosses so that they can get hurt. There we go. Alright, we do get a legendary option over here. We do have the locks as well, which is great. So we get our skill chain for Arcane, which we're not really looking for. Let's see if we can get the skill chains for the other ones. There's a fire skill chain. Can we get one more? Not Arcane. Come on, game. Let's just lock it one more time. Alright, we're just gonna have to go with this. Just bear in mind that skill chain will make you lag quite a lot, so do just be very wary of that if you are playing with it. It does make a lot of systems lag quite often. Okay, multicast boost. I think we had like the soft cap for multicast as well. I don't actually know what the number is, I don't remember. But after a certain amount of time it just becomes an irrelevant stat. We don't have any banishes though, so we can't really do anything about that. Dodge through the poison. Come on, can we not just kill the boss already? Alright, there we go. We got 4 more levels. I'm just going to grab whatever right now because it doesn't actually matter. I think our stats are like the build has reached its limit. You can see we're struggling to kill bosses and things like that. We do have Shattered, which does help, but it's I don't know. I feel like we're just not doing the damage that we need to be doing right now. So the fact that we can even beat Overlord 6 is amazing. And if I die, I die. I'm very happy with how this build performed. Alright. The ragdoll effect. Alright, Chaos Eruption dealing the most amount of damage. That's typical with Arcane Beam not far behind it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.